Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elaina. Привет! I'm a Russian-American makeup and beauty addict. I usually do reviews and tutorials on Mondays and Wednesdays, and on Fridays you do fabulous drag looks because Fridays are a drag. In today's video, we're revisiting Gcosmetics brand. This is a small indie brand, and I reviewed the previous palette, and this is the new palette called Old School Love. And it's based on 50s and 60s music lyrics and aesthetics, and we're gonna be doing this 60s based look just to go with the palette theme. So I'll swatch it for you and you'll see how it applies. So if you guys are interested to see, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring notification bell so YouTube notifies you of all new videos upload. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and also go live on some Mondays. So follow me on social media, all the links are down below, as well as my Patreon group. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right into this. So Gcosmetics is a very small indie brand owned by just one individual, and she's in LA. So she approached me a few months ago and she sent me this beautiful palette, which I picked myself. It's called Vedette, and this is like very retro inspired. I think she's like inspired by retro looks. There is a pinup girl, and I did kind of a pinup-y look. This one is real pretty, has all the kind of beautiful shimmers, the greens, the yellow, gorgeous. So this is the one I reviewed. I'm gonna put a card here. And she also sent me some lashes, which I'm not using today just because I needed something wispy and smaller for the 60s inspired look. But the lashes like fierce. These are fierce. And these are the lashes that I use for my drag looks, actually. Some of them. So they're like really useful for that kind of thing. And this is the cardboard. That is what it looks like. It says that it's not tested on animals, so it's cruelty-free. Has definitely this nostalgic kind of aesthetic, black and white. Looks like this. And I'm going to list all the links, of course, in the description box. Looks like this inside. And there's the lyrics here. It says, I don't like you, but I love you. Seems that I'm always thinking of you. You really got a hold on me. So I had to Google this because I'm very ignorant when it comes to 60s lyrics. Obviously, in Soviet Union, we didn't know about 60s. Well, I wasn't born then. So, okay, I have an excuse here. So I had to Google the lyrics. It sounded very familiar, to be fair. And it says it's a song called You Really Got a Hold on Me, and it's by Percy Sledge. So that's where it comes from, and I thought it sounded familiar, so I'm not just that stupid. So this is $38, and this is retail on Gcosmetics website, and with code Elaina15 you can get 15% off. There are 14 shades, and there are 8 mattes, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, it's 8 mattes. And it's 4 shimmers and it's 2 glitters, which is a very good balance, I would say. I like that there's more mattes. It has some depth. It's all like a very cohesive color story, pinks and reds. I think it goes with 50s and 60s aesthetics as well, because 50s and 60s, they didn't really use a lot of different variety of color on the eyelid. Usually it was only one color or two. So that I agree with. So next I'm going to swatch this, and we're going to see what it looks like. I keep looking in the mirror because I'm so digging the 60s style. That's like real big open eye and kind of a drag like, right? But I really love it. So alright, let's watch this. So first of all is Hey Love. I'm gonna try to name them as I go. Swatch is real nicely too. Natural High. Cross My Heart. This is one of my favorites. I love cool tone purples. And this is Hypnotized. Very decent swatches actually. And literally almost no fallout. Something crazy about this eyeshadow palette. This is I'm Yours. I did not use it today, so I'm very cute. Oh, that's beautiful. This orange. You know I don't like orange, but this orange looks so pretty. Oh wow, it's beautiful. Okay, we got pigmentation here. Me and You. Oh, pink. Oh, that is so pretty. And next one is At Last. Very nice pastel, good for blending out. Next one is the shimmer, Still Waters. Have not used it yet. Nice and creamy. Very, very smooth and nice. Yeah, totally nice and creamy. I like the formula. Next one is Hello Stranger, which is a shimmer as well. Orange shimmer. Smooth and creamy. You're Mine is a shimmer as well. I know what you guys are gonna say, that some of you don't like oddly shaped palettes, but it's clearly love theme paired, what am I saying, palette. So that's why it's hard. So next one is Promise, and this one is trippy on my eyeballs. It came out literally pink. On a palette, it kind of looks brownish, but it's kind of a dark purplish pinkish color. It looks much prettier on the base, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. On the arm, it looks more brown. On a light base, it looks more cool tone, so I'm digging this one actually on my lid. Next one is a shimmer, Dedicated. This is stunning, stunning. Oh, reflective AF. Oh my goodness. And the last two are glitters. There is Obsession. I'm not sure how the glitter is gonna swatch. Glitters usually don't swatch well. Depends on the formula. That's very decent for a swatch. So there's a red glitter and there is a pink glitter. A Dreamer. Almost used the pink. I already applied it on my eyelid and then I kind of didn't like the look I was going for. It wasn't going with the glitter. I would say right off the bat I would use primer with this glitter because it's not very sticky. I mean, it sticks, but I would use primer, I think. But you know, a lot of glitters require primer. So this is it. That's a palette, all 14 shades. The mattes swatch excellent, as you can see. The very good depth here, like this is what the deepest color, and actually looks so much prettier on my eyeballs, to be fair. Orange is actually the one that makes me want to use it. This is a very pretty orange. It's so bright and so vibrant. And for me, being an orange hater, I'm gravitating towards this color. The pink is it hits. The light lilac purple shade. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. The highlight color is excellent. Very, very nice palette. So you got the swatches here. So in the next clip, you'll see me applying this groovy 60s look. And we're gonna finish this with the final words as usual. So let's get right into the tutorial. I'm gonna start with this pretty palette, and as you can see, I want this to make a 60s base look. The eye look is very 60s, so since this is inspired by 60s and 70s, 50s and 60s songs, so we're gonna go with the 60s look. Why not? I like 60s better because it's a little more bright and doughy eyes. Look at this palette. The beautiful bright colors. So we're gonna go through all the pinks because you know me. Oranges, we don't know them. But it's a nice combination. Almost like a Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna go to Promise. And Promise looks brown, but it's literally pink. When you put it on your skin, it looks more pink. Well, you'll see. On the base, it looks more pinkish. Then I'm gonna go with Hypnotized. And then we're gonna go with Me and You. And then we're gonna go with Under the Eyes. I'm gonna go with a little bit of Cross My Heart too, just to try out the purple. And the Natural High to blend out the outer corner. Pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. A little bit of At Last here. This one to blend out here. And Shimmer, Dedicated. Yeah, I almost used glitter, but it kind of didn't go with the look, so I decided against it. So, let's do this. Not many brushes, because it's kind of a simple cut crease. I'm gonna go with that Flat But Fluffy. It's Gcosmetics number 6, actually. We're gonna go for that Promise shade. So I'm using, if you're wondering, I'm using Makeup Revolution base in a color light. And if you wonder what base I like actually I like this one. I like Pilis because I had it already and I've used it and it was great. But this is just like Pilis actually. I mean, it's such a great dupe, and I think it's even more baked to me. Like, I like it better, to be honest. So I'm just gonna stick with my Makeup Revolution because I actually panned Pilis. And when the base is so light and so white-ish, all the reddish colors are gonna come out more pink. So you'll see this? See? This literally coming out almost like a fuchsia. And in the palette it looks brown. So that's because of the base. The base is light, and white and red is gonna give you pink. Just a color theory. I know I sound like a broken record, but it does work like that. So this is kind of a modern take on the 60s look. Like a very stretched out, almost to the temple. More dramatic. Although I believe some people really went to town in the 60s. I've seen some pictures. Alright, same brush. I'm going to Hypnotize. It's a bright fuchsia eyeshadow. This one looks almost similar on the eyelid, but a little more pink fuchsia. It's a really pretty purplish pinkish color. That's so pretty. Blends like a dream, and there is a very little fallout. You know, I always tell you like, oh, this eyeshadow has a lot of fallout, but it doesn't matter. And it's true, it does not matter. But this one, some reason, literally, there is almost no fallout. I don't know what kind of sorcery that is, but I almost feel like I could have done this with my base on, which I never do. Okay, so using slightly bigger brush, I'm gonna go to Spectrum A12, and we're gonna go to Bright Pink, Me and You. And that's a beautiful, beautiful, look at that pink. So pretty. I don't know if you can see it well, but here it is. Oh, that's my favorite shade of pink. That's why I'm wearing a top like this. Go into a light peach at last. Effortless. Literally, it does not fall out. Look at that. There's nothing. I mean, when I see a palette doesn't fall out, I'm like, how? How do you do this? Here's in Makeup Revolution base, we're gonna cut the crease. Just the very basic full cut crease. As I always say, the key here is to match one eye and the other. Trying to make it very rounded here. Like the 60s looks very round. So now we're going to this light shimmer, Dedicated. I'm gonna put this on my brow bone. This looks even prettier in person than on my eyelid, than in the palette. For some reason it looks really light and reflective. Like I'm not mad at it, it's just perfect. So nice. I'm gonna put this in the inner corner. And then I'm gonna start using a bigger brush. I'm gonna start blending into the pink. So I'm going to use this brush. I'm not even sure what that is. The origin is unknown. It's been wiped off. So I'm gonna go into the same shimmer first. I'm gonna start mixing it with At Last, the pinky shade, peachy. Here's I'm mixing pink, matte, and shimmer. It's gonna make the transition easier. And then go straight for the pink. This all doesn't matter because I'm gonna outline it with liners. So I'm gonna wipe this brush and I'm gonna go into the darker shade, Natural High and Back to Promise. I kinda just wanted to dry them all. Natural High is definitely more brownish shade, like a reddish brownish shade. And I'm gonna go back to Promise, and Promise gives us more pink. There is a very pretty color story. I love this palette color story. I mean, it's pink. What not to love? Okay, so with the lower lash line, I'm gonna go with NYX White Milk. And this is very 60s. The lower lash line was very wide, big, and there was a lot of white in the waterline. I'm gonna put fake lashes on the side as well. So I'm gonna set this with white eyeshadow. It doesn't matter which one. There's no white in this palette, but I want to add white, so I'm just gonna use the white I usually use. And I'm just gonna set this real quick. Using this first brush, I'm gonna go into Promise again. I'm gonna go way below the eye, kind of like a drag look, but it's very 60s as well. How pretty this Promise is. It's very trippy because it's so different in the palette. It looks so beautiful in the eye. I'm gonna go with the same brush to cross my heart, which is purple. And I'm just gonna blend it a little bit. After my base, I'm gonna go more into that cross my heart. I really like that one. It's a light lavender purple. Very, very, very pretty. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. So now we're gonna outline this with black and white. For the black and white, I'm going with the Gcosmetics palette because this is my go-to. The formula is amazing. Midas is closing its doors. If you guys haven't snatched those cake liner palettes, never crack. The formula is just the best. So I did the white line off camera, and I'm gonna go with the ABH eyeliner. Normally I would do eyeliner later, but I need to see the full look because this is gonna define the shape. The eyeliners tend to be a little thicker in the 60s, so I'm gonna go with a thick eyeliner. We're gonna do the same thing with the low lash line. I already fixed my eyeliner. This is the same Gcosmetics water activated liner. Okay, so this is what it's looking like right now. I'm still gonna clean up some lines, but for now this is it. I'm going to do my base. I'm gonna come back and review. I mean, for now, I think it blends beautifully. The color story makes sense. Everything in the same kind of a color palette, all pinks and reddish browns. It's a really pretty palette. And there is depth here. I wish there was a black. Ain't nobody else like the black. So I made up for it with the black lines for the graphic effect. So I'm gonna come back and we're gonna finish this. I wore little tiny fake lashes. They're not huge, but they really open up your eyes and give you that doll eye look. And they're actually from Amazon, the bottom lashes, but they're not individuals, but they're like a little thin, like almost like a wire kind of band. And you cannot see the band. So like I'm very happy with them. So the top lashes, I don't remember where they came from, to be honest. They're not like a drugstore. I got them somewhere, I'm not sure. Sorry, that's not helpful, but they're kind of like very wispy, kind of gives you like 60s as well. But anyway, regardless, I just wanted to honor the palette and the theme that it's 1950s, 60s, so I picked 60s, and I just wanted to do something in that kind of a theme genre. So I got myself a little bit of a beehive-ish ponytail. Well, let's talk about the palette. The palette retails right now for $38, and with Elaina 15 you get 15% off. I'm pretty sure my code is still active. And for the indie brand, that's about the regular. It's kind of on the pricier side, I would say, but you know, if you guys are interested, check it out. Like, I would have preferred if they were metallics, to be honest, but you know, it's a pretty color story and has pigmentation, and my favorite part was there's no fallout. I could have done my eyes after my base makeup. I would just be fine. This is one of those rare occasions when there's like almost zero fallout. If you guys are interested, I'm going to link the palette and their Instagram, Gcosmetics. So you guys gonna see it. I really love this, you know, the picture. It looks really cool. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Leave me a comment, like this video, do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and I also go live on some Mondays. So follow me on social media, The links are down below, as well as my Patreon group. Huge thank you to all my patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support. I love you all, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!